trying to get your diet on track. And it's a lot harder than you thought. So, you went on Facebook, you saw a dude who was like, hey, try if it fits your macros. And you're like, that shit sounds good, so I'm gonna try that. You get your numbers, your calories, your fats, your proteins, your carbs. And you're like, alright, what the fuck do I do now? So, I'm gonna explain it. It's real simple because I'd rather explain it on a video and let you watch it than me have to text everybody and let everybody know. Proteins, like the building block of muscle, alright? Everybody knows you need a high protein diet to build muscle, get lean, you know, but what everybody doesn't realize is that, yeah, there's such thing as too much protein. Just like there's such thing as too many carbs, too many fats. I'm gonna break this down like a little series. Proteins. Alright, so you need to eat protein. A good amount of protein. Now this is just like so bro science that I'll probably get shit for it. But nevertheless, the standard acceptable amount is 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. So I'm like 176 right now? No, less than that. I just fooled myself. 173. I'm 173 pounds right now. And I take in about 175 grams of protein a day. Higher protein diet has a little more benefit than obviously higher fat or higher carb. But the way I do it and the way I tell people to do it is to go with the 1 gram of protein per lean body mass pound. Now your protein sources, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Fish, red meat, chicken, pork. Get different protein sources. That's important. Don't eat fucking chicken every single day, 3 meals a day. Like, your body likes other sources of protein. You know, there's a lot of other things that, you know, make complete proteins. Like your rice and beans, that's complete protein. You start getting more complicated and you start looking at other sources of protein. You have to account for their fat and their carbohydrate, values. There's a lot of stuff that you can eat that's high in protein. Protein shakes. Now, I'm going to do a whole video on supplements because people always have questions about supplements. Protein shakes, protein drinks, protein bars, anything that's a supplement for protein. They're great. They really are. They're used for supplementation. If you cannot eat your amount that you require to, if you have to have 100 grams of protein a day, if you can't eat 200 grams of protein, if you can't eat 200 grams of protein per day, and you had your steak, you had your chicken, you had your fish, you had your pork, and you have like that little 20 grams of protein left, but you really don't have much carbs, you really don't have much fat left in your day, take a protein supplement. Take a little shake for yourself. It's delicious. You'll reach your goal that way. That is what it's used for. Do not rely on protein supplements or any other supplements to be your main way of nutrition. That they're not designed that way. That's why they're called supplements. Supplementation. Okay? What happens if you decide to say, fuck it, I'm going to disregard what Bert said, and I'm going to fucking do my own amount of protein. So, the reason you're at your level of protein is, like I said, the good ballpark area is 1 pound per lean body mass. If you're 252 pounds and you're weak as shit and you don't have much muscle mass, your lean body mass is way lower than your 250 pounds. You see what I'm saying? It would be ridiculous for somebody to be like, hey, I need you to eat 250 grams of protein a day. You're already overweight and your body composition is shit and you don't have much body mass as far as lean muscle, but I want to put you that high at protein. It just doesn't make any sense. It's counterproductive. You needed to bring back your calories. So for every gram of protein, it's 4 calories. If you're eating too much protein, you're eating too many calories, you're not gonna see the results unless you're like a fucking bodybuilder that's bulking, or you're a power lifter, or somebody doing crazy amounts of exercises for hours on end. You're not gonna need that many calories. The calories that you were given, or the calories that you can calculate yourself, if you don't believe me, are based off your age, your weight, your height, your activity level. Now, I suggest you stay with what you got. work through it with the proteins, learn what protein sources are more beneficial. I mean, your red meat's gonna have a lot more fat in it than your chicken. So learn that. Once you get that, you'll have a good understanding of what's a good protein source to rely on pretty much every day. I like to rotate. I have turkey, chicken, and steak every day, all three. And once in a while, if I can't get the sizes right, the portion sizes right, I'll have a protein shake. So that's it for proteins. That's why your number is what it is. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in any way, form, text message on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. Nevertheless, there's gonna be more videos, especially for this, so subscribe, like it, talk some shit, and yeah, we're going to the next series of this video. Next video of the series.